Hey everyone, my name is Juan Pablo and I'm a program manager at the GitHub Education team. Before we start, congratulations on being selected to be part of the MLH Fellowship Program. This program is designed to help you grow as a professional developer, while at the same time doing some great contributions to open source and allow you to build a portfolio. Every day, I get to work with some of the most talented students that have a genuine interest in helping their colleagues learn skills that the industry is asking them for. We strongly believe that learning with a group of like-minded folks is one of the best ways to develop new skills. This is why it is so important for us to support student community leaders worldwide as they start and grow student communities on their campus, so that they can foster these learning spaces and promote the work that students are doing. At GitHub Education, our mission is to mold the next generation of developers by providing students that, just like you, come from formal and informal educational institutions with hands-on experience without having to pay high prices to get access to tools and services. My journey as a developer started more than 10 years ago when I was completely in love with playing online video games. Probably some of you have heard of RuneScape, some of you probably are very young to have heard of it, but when I started to play RuneScape, I found out one big constraint about the game, and is that I need to dedicate a lot of time to gather resources that will allow me to build not only weapons, but also the armors that I needed to complete certain missions. So what my sister and myself did at that time is that we built a bot in Java that would take screenshots from the video game itself. Then this bot will look for patterns of what the resources might look like, move the character by simulating the clicks that we would normally do to move the character from where it was to where the resource appeared, and then collect the resource and store it on the item bag from the character. This was one of the first times that I was able to start coding, and even though at that time I didn't know that this was coding, it was for sure one of the projects that completely transformed my life. I would say the second time that I got into something that was key for my developer life was attending to my first hackathon in 2015. In the next couple of weeks, you'll be going through the education sprint. Now, education has been a fundamental process for humanity, from learning how to run away from a saber-toothed tiger to teach you how to take care of your plants. It has been one of those activities that humanity has done for a very long time. Learning is going through major changes, and as a student, I'm sure you're aware of some of these. For example, learning through Zoom calls can be exhausting and not very much engaging. Laboratories or gathering practical experience is either expensive or not available for everyone. And that is if you're lucky. The students in various cities heavily relied on their campus to have access to infrastructure such as internet and electricity, so having to move back home or not being at their schools had a major impact on the access these students had to these resources. On the other hand, think about the teacher perspective. The way that you used to teach has changed, and even if you tried online lecturing, the results might not be as promising as the ones you used to have when you had in-person classes. There's also a massive number of tools a teacher can implement, but very few information about how to do it or which combination of tools works the best. So now, let's talk about what is possible to do here. The students worldwide are consuming online educational resources like never before, and according to the Stack Overflow survey of 2019, 65% of developers learn to code on their own, and 85% of them self-taught their current technology stack. We need to make sure that these resources can fulfill the students' interests and need to continue their professional development. For example, if you're teaching other students how to code, you could benefit from using the GitHub Classroom to distribute assignments, code examples, and use auto-grading to review their submissions. Another great example is how to use the GitHub Student Developer Pack to create projects that will help a student take an advantage of the perks, while at the same time learning new skills. Some additional questions is, how about creating online resources that don't consume much data and provide equal access opportunities for everyone, and combine asynchronous and synchronous mediums to avoid Zoom call exhaustion. If you're building content, remember 4 key components of learning. First, connecting content from past experience to the current ones, structure information and definitions, give a clear set of criteria to demonstrate the student has achieved the learning objective, and fourth, provide practice opportunities and feedback. My recommendation is that you take these next couple of weeks as a great opportunity to learn not only about education, but also some new frameworks, some new tools, or some new services. Have a great time in the next couple of weeks. I'll be around on the MLH Fellowship Discord server. And as always, happy hacking.